What's up, y'all? This might end up being a part two um, to my 37-year-old virgin vlog, just because I've recorded enough already for one, and now I'm starting all over again because I forgot to talk about a couple of things. Oh, and I can only remember one right now, so we'll see if the other one comes to me as I talk. So, another question that I get is, how have I avoided having sex all these years? And the number one reason for me, now the honest answer is, excuse me, God had his hand on my life from the beginning. Even when I was in my mind making a decision on my own, I believe in the sovereignty of God, and I believe that he was involved in my life before I knew he was involved in my life. So he protected me, and he ordered my steps in a way that it didn't happen. That's the easy Christian girl question. But the truth is, especially as I got older and I had to make this decision for myself, like when I started, I don't know, because when you're as young as I was when I made the decision, it's easier. But then as you get older, it's like more to it than that. And one of the ways that, or the main way, number one way, um, of how I avoided having sex and how I ended up not having sex all these years was um, not being in compromising positions. Um, I don't think, the reality is that, and I've said this, like, for example, I'm not gonna live with anybody, until we get married, as far as like a significant other. And I'm not gonna do that because if I live with you, we're going to have sex. I don't care. Like, you go, oh, well, you can be strong enough to handle it. Okay, maybe you, but not me. Okay. Um, I don't, like, God kept me. And then once I looked back and I realized that that's what he was doing, I took my notes from him and I said, okay, reality check. These are my boundaries. This is what I can't handle. I'm not going there. I'm not spending the night with you. If you call me, if we're dating and listen, and you call me in the middle of the night, hey, I just want to see you. Let's just spend some time together. We fixing to go to Waffle House. We fixing to go to IHOP, or we fixing to call up a group of folks, and we fixing to go hang out, all of us. Okay, look, come on now. Once again, I have feelings, so I gotta be real with myself. Okay, so just being honest with yourself about what your boundaries are. We tend to forget that, because we're grown and nobody's telling us where we have to go or where we have to be or what time we have to be there. And we go, I'm good. I can do me. I can do whatever I want. Like, no, you really can't. I can't. Because if I come over there and it's the right time, listen, player, look, I look. This, I mean, it's just real. Like, um, and then one thing I did want to talk about is that I did go through a time in my life where I questioned very strongly my decision to wait until I got married to have sex, and to maintain my purity. And it what it was it was during those teenage years, and everybody's having sex, right? And I thought to myself, nobody cares that I'm waiting except for me. My husband's not going to value this because he is out here somewhere getting it in. And he probably was. Side note, weird fact about me, the 37-year-old virgin, and this is hypocritical, but it's just my truth. Um, I don't really want to marry a man that's a virgin. And it's not because I don't think guys should be virgins. You should wait. If you are out there having sex with somebody that is not your wife, stop it. Okay? Let me just be clear. But this is where you have to know yourself so you'll know what you're compatible with. And that's the part of being mature in my waiting, is that it enabled me to know more about myself and what I like and what I don't like. And quite frankly, on my wedding night, because it will be my wedding night, I'm not waiting until we go out of town. Listen, as soon as I get married, we're going to give y'all some to go dinners. No, but seriously, on my wedding night, I don't really want to be with somebody who is just as inexperienced as I am. Like, I want somebody that can say, okay, this how it go. This is what we supposed to do. Now, I don't think that you necessarily have to have sex to know those things, but it's just my preference is somebody that really gets it and that can tutor me through this, right? Um, but back to what I was saying. When I questioned my choice to wait until I got married to have sex, um, I was in, I want to say junior high, middle school, junior high. And I just thought, nobody cares, and that was rough. And then some key people in my life that were also waiting stopped waiting, right? And I thought, man, there's no point. And so in my mind, I already knew who I wanted my first to be. And conveniently, I never saw him during that period of time. And then I went to our local festival that we have, the local parade that we have. It's huge, but at the time it was really, really big. And all the teenagers are there because we got out of school, and they would be in their cute little outfits and hairdos and all that. And there would be like groups of guys like pushing me and other people out of the way to get to the girls. Because it's hookup central. Teenagers are always trying to date somebody, trying to hook up the whole 9 yards. And um, so they were doing that. And what I noticed was, and it was something that stuck with me, one person in particular, but it was really more than one, but it really stuck with me, and it really made me remember why I needed to wait, regardless of what everybody else was doing. Was there was this one girl who was, in my opinion, absolutely gorgeous. Like, she was beautiful. When you have a baby and you're 13, 14 years old, the snapback is something serious, okay? And this girl, she was the girl, she was the it girl. She was the girl that guys were pushing me out of the way to get to, and the year before. And so this particular year, she was now pushing a baby stroller, and she looked the same. Her body was the same, her hair was just as cute, her makeup was just as on point, the whole 9 yards. Because, like I said, she squirted that baby out and just, okay, it was nothing. But that same girl was now the girl that was getting pushed out of the way so that they could get to somebody else, something new. One of those dudes could have been her baby daddy, you know? But they conquered her, and she was irrelevant. Not only that, it was like now she has this responsibility, and she's walking down the sidewalk, and we had like these messed up sidewalks at the time, so it's like hard to push a baby stroller down the sidewalk that's like all crooked and all humped up and stuff. And she's like pushing this baby down, and she's just as fine. She was here for it. She thought she was that same girl, but all of a sudden now you have this baby, you have this responsibility, and nobody is checking for you. And I knew then that I didn't want the responsibility of raising a child on my own. But not only that, it reminded me that regardless of what somebody else is saying or doing or what's going on in other people's lives, this decision is something I have to live with. Not the other people that told me they were waiting, my homegirls that didn't wait, not some little cute boy that was probably still musty, because teenagers, I have this thing, I think all teenagers are musty. No offense. Um, I'm sorry, that was silly. That has nothing to do with anything. But this was a decision that I have to live with. So can't nobody tell me nothing about this, because at the end of the day, I have to live with this decision. Whether I do it or whether I don't, the decision is mine. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna be with me but God in that situation. And even then, I'm the one down here walking in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that moment made me realize, like, Felicia, it might be hard and people might not, people might think you're weird. You might not be popular, but this is a decision that you will have to live with. I'm sorry, I got distracted. This is a decision that you will have to live with on your own, because ain't no guarantees. So I don't know what time it is. I'm actually at Panera Bread. I don't know what time they close. I've been here for a while. But yeah, so I knew I had to stand in that decision myself. And I feel like I'm still forgetting something. I don't know. But anyway, thanks so much for watching again. I really wish I could remember what it is. I forgot. This time when I questioned a decision, God kept me. I don't know. It was something else. I forgot. I hate when I do this. That is why, yeah. Last week when I was trying. Well, it's still the same week for me, but you'll see it a week later. But anyway, when I tried to prepare for the vlog, I was writing down these questions and answers and situations and all of that, and it got so long that I was like, I cannot do this. I'm just gonna have to, like. And I talked to some good friends, and they were like, one in particular was like,
to my sisters, I miss you. Shoot, I say more that she prays than the more that
keep
she's
it simple
I'm talking about
and let it be you. And I was like, I put my notes away, and now I'm like, I forgot something. But anyways, I guess I said what I needed to say. Know that your decision is yours. You don't owe it to anybody, but you do owe it to yourself to be considerate of who you have sex with. I mean, that's just as simple as it is. I can't make it any deeper than what it is, because sex is way more serious than we give it credit for. And we live in a day and age where everything is hypersexual, and it's like your whole identity is based on who you're having sex with and who you're not having sex with. Quiet all of that noise and know that at the end of the day, this is a decision that you have to live with, but you do have to live with it. You can't pretend that whatever's going on with you is not going on. Like, it's there and it's real. So be serious about it. Be diligent about taking care of yourself. Self-love is loving yourself enough to tell yourself no sometimes. For me, I have to tell myself no a lot. So anyway, I know I left something out. So if you can think of something to ask me, feel free to ask me. If I don't want to answer it, then I just say I don't want to answer it. But 9 times out of 10 with me, I'll be cool with answering it in the comments section. Like, share, subscribe, and share.